Hello everyone, Mikey, Panzernator here, and today we have a replay sent in by VictimRAID. He's in a Goliath. His buddy Joel, that would be Jad 458, is in Hindenburg. They're top tier. They got a carrier to deal with. Only tier 8 destroyers, but one is an Orkan, so that means torpedoes inbound. But they are both heavy cruisers. Goliath is the tier 10 British heavy cruiser. Fairly recent addition of the game. Very nice camouflage that Victim has on her. And, well, let's see what she's got. Got a heal, got hydro, and unlike the light cruiser counterpart, she can use high explosives rounds. So we'll see what happens in this. I personally do not have any of the British heavies myself yet, but Victim seems to think they're okay. And, well, if this game is okay, then they'll get the job done. Hindenburg, of course, is the tier 10 German cruiser, and that is what Joel is rocking with. Looks like he's got a Halloween camouflage as well. Looks like our team is heading towards C. There's only 3 flags, A, B, and C. Don't know where I got the D from. I'm always thinking about the D. And let's just not go down that track anymore. Speaking of the D, our team has a Saucy Ho. And those deep water torpedoes have a good number of targets to find. Hopefully it doesn't do what it looks like it's doing, which is YOLO into B and die. So yeah, that doesn't look too great. But anyways, then the Kiev is also not doing his job, but the Kiev looks like he's not exactly built for capping either. So it looks like this game is off to a great start, which is just fantastic. Got a Des Moines on that team. Yeah, let's see what radar we would have to take out. 2 Des Moines. Yeah, 2 Des Moines. Our team, the Seattle. So 2 radars to 1. And would you look at this glitch that Wargaming has, where the shells, like whenever you try and follow the tracers in replays, it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't like that. You know what else I don't like? That Kremlin. That Kremlin looks very scary, and Victim is running away accordingly. Got a Des Moines. Looks like a Des Moines with Halsey in him, and firing at Victim, but he gets some hits on the Des Moines and is able to juke the Des Moines shells. Speaking of the Des Moines, the Des Moines is not looking at where she's going and runs right into the Kremlin. So Victim might get a little twofer here. I'm not saying these HE shells are going to do anything spectacular, but they'll maybe set some fires if all goes well. 5 penetrating hits, so decent damage, of course. HE, not AP, but no fires, which is what you're looking for when you're firing HE. That Des Moines, though, is taking a beating from someone, and Victim is smartly focusing on the Kremlin, trying to set fires on the Kremlin, so he uses some of his damage control consumables. Speaking of the Kremlin, she's running into that island, and there's a fire, and the AA is cranking. Sky Cancer is on its way. Kremlin has 2 fires going. Victim is trying to be serpentine and dodge the Hakuryu's bombs, but carriers are broken in this game, so Victim might get Citadel right here. Which would not be good. Incoming! Did they not drop on him? Did they drop on someone else? Maybe the Hindenburg? Or did they shoot down everybody? Well, it looks like Joel launched his combat air patrol, so maybe, just maybe, his catapult fighters, maybe those planes didn't get through. Talking about our other team, though, looking at the mini-map and the scoreboard, that Kiev who's like, I'm not meant to cap, he died, and judging on where he died in Sector E2, he was a little overextended, so for being Mr. I have bad spotting range, I can't push, he's a little out of position, so not sure how our team's going to do with just complete geniuses like that Kiev. But while I'm complaining or pointing out our Kiev's lack of success, Victim has set another fire. Kremlin is running away appropriately, and our Kremlin is taking quite the shellacking, but it's from the Des Moines doing HE spam, so All the heavy cruisers are on the same note. Victim here sets a fire. We didn't start the fire. It was Victim Raid and his British Goliath. See, I made it work. You can make your little jingles work every now and then. Now Victim is eyeing up good old man Freddy. Freddy DeGrosse, and unfortunately the island took some of those shells. One of the things that us in the Panzernator, we talk about a good bit is how it would be great were Wargaming to add more functionality, or even a mod station mod. Like you can see several of the mod station mods I'm running are showing up in this replay, but to have something where it showed you how many guns, how many shells would hit the island. Because if it's half, you might not want to fire. If 3 of your 4 turrets can clear the island, though, maybe you're ready to shoot. Anyhow, looks like we have a little bit of a sailing incident between the Big Smack and the Kremlin. Those Germans and the Russians like to be buddy-buddy. Victim, meanwhile, is continuing to set fires, and he's almost already to 50,000 damage. Des Moines is almost dead, but I think that's the other Des Moines. Our Des Moines on our side of the map seems to be doing just fine. Victim is once again changing course because these battleships like, oh look, a heavy cruiser in reverse. Yeah, we should probably deal with him, but I will say this, thus far I am quite impressed with the damage output of these HE shells. Now looking at it, well, okay, so both of the ones are on this side, but the low health one is obviously right there and shooting at Victim Raid. Of course, Victim's like, no, someone, I'd like for this to stop, so can y'all please kill them? Anyways, old mate Freddy is, yeah, he's got his little brother Big Smack and his big brother from Mother Russia, the Kremlin, going after him. He's going to die, and looks like Victim is going to push in, maybe take out that Des Moines that's on low health, and look at that. Victim gets the Goliath. The Goliath kills the Freddy. A little fire, and 76,000 damage already. Quite good from the Goliath. I am thus far impressed, but I'm not impressed with Wargaming in the replays. This shows us nothing. However, he did get 3 hits on the Des Moines, and but she's still kicking, so not great. Joel, meanwhile, in the Hindenburg is mopping up, following everybody, and Victim is going to lead the team into Key Area C, because our team, even though we're tied up with ships, maybe even better considering we took a cruiser, we lost a cruiser where they lost the battleship. We need Key Area C because we need some areas, and man, Wargaming, why you got to do this? But that's a fire on the Des Moines. He put it out, so the next thing should kill Des Moines, and the Big Smack just smacked the Des Moines, and it's one Des Moines. Here comes the other, and the Kremlin finally noticed Victim Raid, and ouch, not ideal. More AP coming in from the Des Moines, but ricochets are bound. Victim has gone dark and is going to focus on getting the cap instead of continuing to shoot and saying, hey Kremlin, look at me, I'm a cruiser sailing broadside, please shoot me, because that's kind of what was happening. But luckily the Goliath is a heavy cruiser, repelled some of that Stalinium Russian bias, and Victim lived to tell the tale, and well, because he's a British cruiser with a good British heel, he healed up a lot of the damage that was done. Now popping some hydroacoustic search, and look at that torpedo. I wonder if he's going to reverse out of it. Maybe that torpedo will run out, who knows. But there's more where that came from. Cool people don't look at explosions, even if they're explosions on you. But I think Victim has successfully dodged it. Come on, Victim, you got to show us that torpedo beat on camera. The people at home want to see. Well, you saw the result. Barely missed it. But now we have sky cancer problems, so those rocket planes need to leave our team alone. And, well, Victim's like, hey, I got torpedoes too. The Bismarck is smart and not sailing forward, so she knows to, he knows. I do not forget that the Germans call the Bismarck he, masculine ship, whereas American call our ships are feminine. I mean, they do look quite nice. But yeah, And by the way, anyone else who is there, if you also only know Germans refer to their ships as he and not she from the Bismarck song by Sabaton, leave a comment below. Obviously, anything military related like this channel, big fans of Sabaton. So there's the Enbra running away. Victim set her on fire, did a solid amount of damage there. The torpedoes would have hit the smoke anyway, but that is not what happened. Still trading ships. We have a ship advantage, but they have a flag advantage, so they will win in the long run. And we just lost our ship advantage, so not ideal there. Anyways, Victim and Joel are sailing down. Probably gonna look for that lightning if I had to guess. They'd be able to make short work of it. And, well, in high tier battles, or any battle really, the team that wins, I mean, a lot of times the team that has destroyers survive longer is the team that wins. At least, you know, that's what I think, because of being able to cap and spot and torpedoes and just very, very, you know, utility ships. Anyhow, Victim set another fire on the Kremlin, and that damage is about to tick to 100,000. Quite good, but can the team pull off the victory? That's what's important. And bad aim, my dude. Blah, blah, blah. So someone is mad that they're not hitting Victim, and Victim's like, yeah, you suck. So that's good, Victim. Yeah, make them mad. If you make them angry, they'll aim worse. So probably a solid strategy. Now we're down 2 ships. So this is going to be a tough one to pull off, but we'll see. Victim is quite a good player, and he's got a division mate to help him out. And the Bismarck hopefully will help him out, but we'll see. This looks like a tough ask for our heroes, but Des Moines just died, so that's good. That's always nice. And oh, that Kremlin hurts. That was a lot of damage done to Joel right there. Not ideal at all. But hopefully Victim and Joel can continue to set fires, stay alive, and yeah, keep dodging, and those won't be setting any fires because those are splashing. Anyways, Joel's using his hydro, and Victim is content with just continuing to set fires. Some torpedo hits on the Vladivostok, which is quite nice. It's good to do that. I don't know what he was shooting at, but Victim just set a fire on someone. Maybe it was a Vlad. I'm not entirely sure. Anyhow, replays on Wargaming. The tracers don't work. And that lightning is getting quite close. I wonder if Victim is going to turn his aim to him. Again, Vlad is on fire and is taking a shellacking from our battleships. If we can kill this Vlad and kill this lightning quite quickly, that might be the difference in this battle. That might, you know, turn the tide. Okay, so Hakuryu sunk the Vlad. Lightning's still out there, and he's very close to our battleships. That could be quite bad. But hopefully our battleships are able to take care of the job without taking too much damage. Well, I wonder how those torpedoes are going to do to what those torpedoes are, or how they're looking on the Vlad, on our Vlad. It looks like, okay, that maybe one hit, so not great, but not terrible. And the Missouri takes out the Lightning. That's a ship advantage for our team. Now we need to capture Area A, and Victim and Joel are wisely going to capture B. And I said the Bismarck might want to follow our division, but the Bismarck might do more good holding off the enemy and delaying them from capturing C. So, you know, it works out sometimes. But here we go. Victim is not going to fire at the Conqueror. He's going to stay dark and capture key area B. Hopefully the Bismarck can distract them long enough. I wonder if Victim is going to shoot at the Conqueror. Again, my guess would be Victim is going to capture key area B. That's what I would do, as long as you remain dark. Now, if these airplanes come and spot him, which they are about to do, yeah, light them up. Light them up, torpedoes away. Never know what's going to happen. Okay, Victim is spotted, immediately fires. Try to get behind the island and hope that the AA is able to get rid of most of these bombers. But they're going to keep resetting. But the bombers are dead, and splash. But Rune. The Rune's causing problems, and Joel's in danger. So, not ideal. And the rune still has aim on Victim, aiming at his last known position maybe, or cheating, one of the two. So that is not ideal. Kremlin looks like he wants wants to mess with us, which is interesting. I mean, you would think they'd stay in C and try and cap. Joel is taking quite the shellacking. And looks like some torpedoes, if they have the range, might hit the Conqueror. If not, they might run out, I think. But, yeah, they ran out. But hey, maybe the Conqueror, you know, wet his pants a little. You never know. And Victim gets to a position where he can shoot over the island a little bit, trying to capture the zone, trying to buy time for the Missouri and Vladivostok to get in and bring their big guns into this engagement. Because while Victim and Joel are a good division from a good clan in good ships, Joel's at the bottom of the ocean now, and you can't do it all on your own. Victim is looking to torpedo the Kremlin, which is very interesting. I mean, it could work. Area denial. If the Kremlin, the Kremlin looks like he wants Victim. Yep, that's a heal right there. Set the Kremlin on fire and turn around to fire the other spread of torpedoes. Exactly what the doctor will order. So there goes the Kremlin, and Victim is launching his single launched to hopefully get to the Kremlin. Trying to set him on fire, trying to draw his fire, and you know what? This is not the worst distraction there. Our Conqueror is dead. Our carrier is actually doing quite well. Those torpedoes look like they're probably going to miss. Maybe the front one will hit. Maybe he turned too much. And that's a torpedo hit, and that's a dead Kremlin. Excellent, excellent work. Toot indeed, my friends. And but now he's got Sky Cancer to worry about. But our carrier, this is a good carrier. He's sunk 2 ships. He's been very, he's capitalized well on the game, and he's providing fighter support where it is needed. So, bravo to this Hakuryu. Still think carriers are broken, but whenever it's a good carrier player doing good things for the team, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta props due where props are due. And the Orkan is apparently still watching. And is that the... Yeah, the Hakuryu got Confederate. A Confederate carrier. Something you don't expect to hear every day. And whiff on the Enbra. But it's 2 battleships and a carrier and a cruiser versus 2 cruisers and a carrier. I'm going to bet on our heroes, especially because Enbra is Enbai. That didn't go over well. I don't know where that came out from. I just, you know, shoot or shoot, right? Anyways, GG guys from Victim. Definitely well played. Great teamwork. And, well, that's going to do it for the game. 2 minutes to go. The enemy's just going to... They can run, but they'll only die tired, right? That's how the saying goes, or a version of that saying goes. You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my rocket planes. But yeah, the enemy carrier doesn't look like he's that great. Probably why he's renamed user blah 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 blah. Quite unfortunate. Anyways, Rune is running. Don't know why he wouldn't just die as a hero, then run like a coward. Repair costs are the same regardless, and you can't do damage from way the hell out there. And Victim is probably going to go them. He is running away. Oh, Victim. Oh, I gotta text him. Oh boy. I'm gonna ruining away. Lol. That's good. Oh my god. That was very funny. Anyways, VictimRAID. I might bomb him too. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, that is pretty good. Very good. And yeah, we're gonna run out of time before anything interesting happens. Maybe the rune will come back into range and Victim will be able to shoot a little bit. I mean, that's max range, so it's not the easiest shot in the world. But hey, you know, never know. He can get a few salvos in. What is he doing? Maybe he'll shoot down another plane or something. Missouri kills the rune, so that is that. That'll wrap it up. 42 seconds until the game is over. And Victim has better comedy than I do. Unbelievable. He's a better Warships player, and he's funnier. you know what? Maybe I'm just going to retire from replays and let him do this. Anyways, a little hydro for good luck. You never know. In 20 seconds, pop the heal. Just, use everything while you can. Hakuryu is trying to defend himself, but I mean, what do we care? 10 seconds. Victory for the friends. Victim is gonna launch some celebratory torpedoes, and that'll do it. So the final scoreboard: 151,000 damage in the Goliath. Quite solid game. Good teamwork between him and Joel. 149 hits, got a torpedo, shot down some planes, sank 2 enemies, and a lot of team play. Very, very well done indeed. And he came in third. That Vlad in Missouri definitely did well. Don't know why Joel's so low, but it's just the way the game goes sometimes. And our carrier, despite doing quite well, you know what? Good teamwork isn't always rewarded, and not everyone can come in first, right? But look, their carrier was garbage, so probably helped our team. Not as much though as I think the division play from Victim and Joel. Damage 81,000 from HE, only 500 from AP. Didn't use a lot of AP. Not a lot of good scenarios to use it. The one torpedo it did 14,000, almost 15,000, and almost 54,000 damage from fire. Shot down 11 planes. Quite good indeed. Well done, Victim. Everyone be sure to leave comments thanking him for sitting in this replay. And what do you think about the British Heavy Cruiser line? Should I pursue that soon? Is that something you would want to see from me? Leave a comment down below. Want your replay to be featured next? There's a link to a Discord server in the description. Join that. It's our channel Discord. A lot of good people, a lot of good discussion. It's where you send in your replays, where you can ask to join the Panzernator if you're on the North American server and want to play with these awesome Aussies or this cool Cajun right here. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit the join button, become a channel member, support more on Patreon, all those things, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, this is Mikey, Panzernator, signing out. See ya, nerds.